child arrived just the other day. He came to the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch and bills to pay. He learned to walk while I was away, and he was talking for I knew it, and as he grew, he'd say, I'm gonna be like...
I guess there's a number of things to talk about. Well, just as Trudy said, we had a good meeting last night. We have the potential, I think, of getting some more union people on board and get a union team together. The goal is to get 9 union members, and then Trudy will sort of help facilitate that. And so the goal is to get, for each person here, is to get another team going. And then it's sort of like we're spreading a network out. And we'll move from meeting every week to meeting every 2 weeks. And for 1 week you would meet, like here for the marketing team. The second week you would meet with your team that you're facilitating, either here, probably here. So you would be meeting every week, but just with different groups. And this way, that's how we start to grow. So I think that was excellent. For the first time for us going into an organization and speaking and then beginning to make the contacts, because that's the only way it's going to happen. It's just continual sort of meetings with people to get their buy-in. And what I was really wanting to do is to decrease the speed from going through an event, filming it, and getting it online. So, a lot of times, sometimes you film something and it could take weeks or months to go up, but like right away.
You got it right up.
Yeah, you ever get it. And that was like,
Really?
that's just a 10-minute thing, so it was quick and easy. These meetings are an hour or two, so there's a little bit more work involved towards getting them up. So hopefully in the next couple of days I'll get these other meetings up. Because this is the real, to me, the spice. I mean, not that this is like hugely exciting, right?
Right.
But it's just seeing progression. Like people, if anyone at some point come on board and they just see, ordinary Canadians coming together and actually building a campaign and going through a process of people coming in, people going out. But actually, at some point, when we start to have some success, when we implement the strategies, people are going to wonder, how did they do it? And they're going to look at us, again, just ordinary Canadians coming together, and nothing that big, but a lot of times, people never see what's behind the scenes. They don't see that it's just, some people eating some cheese and having some apple and talk. Instead of people leaving, it's how do we grow? How do we bring people on board? And in a way that they actually stay around and actually want to do something, because the long-term viability of our province is at stake, and that's what we all know. So I'd like to bring up, we had the meeting with Lori today of the BC Hydro Union, and what was really interesting is that they want to cancel the contract with Accenture. Their whole goal is to cancel the contract. They see it as being not good for Canadians, it's not good for their members. So that's huge. They also, she said some interesting things about, there was something about Bill 30, and these are little sort of minutiae, little things which, again, which most people may not be interested in, but Accenture, as part of Bill 30, they can store data outside of Canada temporarily. Now, what they think, and they're not sure, is because of the Patriot Act, then the American government or whoever can get access to that data.
Oh, yeah.
Even if it's temporary. So, I mean, if you don't understand the security culture that's existing, I mean, all of that data is a way to cross-index with all the other databases to look at us, within a tight lens to see what's going on.
Sure.
And if an American company comes in, like Accenture, and has control, they have complete control of the data for BC Hydro.
Our health records are best. That's right. A lot of, I think, phone company stuff.
Actually take the whole business and move it to India. And imagine that, like outsourcing. Mm-hmm. BC Hydro, all the stuff that can't be done in the physical sense, and outsourcing it to another country. Like, the insanity of, like, how is that saving money in the long run, really? I mean, you save money for who, and then who loses the job?
You can say that it saves money in total, too, because if you've got BC union employees doing the accounting at union rates, and you've got some little Indian whiz kid, perfectly capable, and doing it for a tenth of the price, there can be a saving in cost, and that's the business argument. But the point is, the only way an economy moves and grows is if there is money at the bottom so that people can buy. There's no point saving money up at the top. You have to have money going in at the bottom so that people can live and buy stuff.
Exactly.
And that's why you need to feed jobs in BC, and you need, so they're union jobs, but who the hell cares? You've got to get the money in at the bottom of the tree.
Right.
So capitalism, by its nature, is
a normal job and the campaign to put on, so you can tell she's quite overwhelmed. And she didn't seem to be that, I don't know how you'd say it, because she's probably going to see this, but the web TV idea wasn't really, well, it didn't jump, just said, great, let's go ahead. And I mean, in my opinion, it is the way to go. But she did say February 17th at the Ford Center, she said they're having a big hoopla, and it was very encouraging to see that they're having an art contest, they're having a songwriting contest, and they're coming up with a power quilt, for people to put together, I guess, whatever messages or symbols around how to protect the power. So I mean that's brilliant. But I sense that again, looking at us as being a connector for all of the different targets we're going after, that they are very focused on the unions, and they're focused